Past 12 months. 3D printing changes so much every 6 months, but we've built the first operating system for 3D printing. I mean, the entire end-to-end experience, making it easier for first-time users to plug into any printer type and start printing. So far, we've launched about 6 weeks ago to the general public. We've seen our system almost 6,000 hours of printing, 70 different countries, and over 1,500 printers join our network. So far, so great. No complaints. Version 5 is a big deal for us. So realistically, you know, putting this out to the general public, we've learned so much about what we needed to do, what we needed to build, you know, what needed to be faster, where are the real pains in 3D printing. Version 5 directly was meant to be, it's faster, it's a stable release. I mean, we're driving printers from the cloud. We needed to build something that is super strong and that can hold up to, you know, bad internet connections, having a printer from 2 different manufacturers on the same Raspberry Pi. So version 5, you know, you can do a MakerBot and Ultimaker 2 Go off the same Raspberry Pi, off one computer, off a PC, off a Linux, off any type of device. And not only that, you know, you could print for 70 hours at a time without worrying what happens if your connection goes down. So this is our most stable and our most widely supported release yet. Big deal for us. To us, I mean, we don't just think it's important, we think it's the future. We think it has to happen. Because I'm gonna grab this object, but slicing something like this, you know, in a traditional desktop local slicer, some can do it quickly, but realistically, for a lot of them, this is something that takes like 4 to 5 minutes. And as files get more complex, they only take more time to slice locally. Using the cloud, using expanding containers, you know, you could slice something that's 1 megabyte as fast as you could slice something that's 100 megabytes. For 3D scanning and all these wonderful files that are being made, you need something that can handle that, something that's fast and powerful. So for us, the cloud, that is the power. You know, lots of computers, lots of computing power. And it's not just about slicing, it's also about repairing files. You know, being able to look at a file, apply complex mathematical algorithms, and orientate it specifically for printing on a specific printer, that's powerful. That makes it easier for end users to pick up printing and start making things. Realistically, we are the first to make an end-to-end operating system, like the entire ecosphere, and the first to make it from the cloud. But we do think people will realize software is one of the biggest pains in 3D printing. I mean, in our dream world, we hope manufacturers focus on making exceptional hardware, and we can take care of a lot of their software needs. In regards to competition, from what we've seen, I think people do like pieces of what we do, but not necessarily in the same spectrum and trying with the same focus. So I'm sure they're coming, but not a ton as of yet. For 3D printing, I mean, where I see it going, I'm sure in 6 months this conversation will be completely different, but I see, honestly, this year, much more improved mass adoption. I walked around here today, I see better hardware than ever before. And now it's about making it so when people buy printers, they have things to print, they have help printing. It's not just about buying a printer and forgetting about the users. It's helping them get started. It's education in our schools and making sure people have access to tutorials and walkthroughs. Because like, people have a clogged extruder, the printer goes in the closet because they just get frustrated and they give up. I don't want that world. I want people have a problem, they have the ability to live reach out to people, response times like an hour or two, and you're back up and printing. That way, instead of 200,000 units being shipped per year, we see 1 million, and then 2 million, and then hopefully 20 and 100 million. I mean, this industry has the power to do incredible things, and for us, we hope to see people using 10 3D printers to mass produce parts at the same scale. People, right now just go buy a 2D printer. Like, this is a disruptive technology.